Hello and welcome to this edition of Garden Standard. My name is Benjamin Carroll and it's a beautiful spring day, a great time of the year to be dividing some of your perennials. Today I'd like to show you how to divide hostas because there is a trick to make it easier on the hostas so you get really good growth in this season. So as you can see, this hosta here is loaded with lots of new growth. And there really are a couple of obvious reasons to divide a perennial plant. One is because it gets too congested, as this plant looks to me, very full of leaves. Also, it might be getting too big for the space it's in your garden. So this is a great way to control the size of a plant as well. The final reason would be if you are getting less flowering in a plant, perhaps it needs to be divided because it might be too congested. So we're going to divide this hosta, and first thing we need to do is to get it out of the ground so we can make the division. And hostas can really put on a lot of root growth, so you need to work your way around the plant, teasing it away from the soil it's living in at the moment. And don't get too close to the plant's crown because you might injure too many roots. One more cut. There, that's good. So now the plant is free. We'll remove it from the hole and I'll show you how to divide it. Boy, it's heavy. Wow, that is a beast. That actually says a lot. That means that I've gotten a lot of soil with the roots in the plant, and that's just what you want. Now, common belief is to take a spade and to just chop away through your hosta into as many pieces as you need it to be. And that's okay, but that really is pretty drastic for the plant. There's another technique you can use, and that is to use two garden forks, and you can use them back to back. You're going to take your plant and lay it on its side, and then press one of the forks right down through the middle of the plant. And this might also seem drastic, but at least we're not cutting all the roots in the middle of the plant. And then we're going to take our second garden fork and put it right to the back of the other one. So back to back, and also plunge that fork right down into the center of the plant. Right. Now, once you have them both in, all we need to do is to tease the plant away, and we do that by pulling in opposite directions with the two forks. I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear the roots kind of starting to pull apart and crack apart, which again might sound a little bit violent, but once I get it open, here we go, there we go, great. Once we get it open, you can see, you can see all of the roots in there. And that's great, because now those are roots that haven't been severed. Those now can get into the ground and start gaining some moisture and some nutrients right away. A much better technique for dividing your hostas.
Extra large clumps, or those that are really congested, can be divided further than just in half. I'll use the same technique to divide this half again, so that I'll get 4 plants out of the original one. With most of its roots still intact, this quarter of the plant can now go back into the original planting hole, while the other 3 can go to friends and family. Clean up the original hole and make sure that it's deep enough so that when you put in the divided quarter of the hosta, that it sits just about the level it was before we took it out to divide it. Replanting this divided piece into the same space the original plant was in will give it a chance to breathe and to grow. As with any new planting, make sure you water it in well.
And that's how easy it is to divide your hostas. Do it now in the spring so that they can get their roots out and get established, put on lots of foliage, and give you a good looking show throughout the rest of the season. Keep tuning in for more tips on how to keep your garden looking great at www.benjamincarroll.com. That's it for this edition of Garden Standard. Thanks for watching. I'm Benjamin Carroll.